Hello, Sweet Pickles. Welcome back. Grab your jar, grab your juice. It's Tuesday. It's 2026. It's Tuesday. And I have something to say.
Oh, yeah, yeah.
At the start of 2026, I've decided that I want this year to be more whimsical for me. That I find being whimsy definitely adds to my value of life. And I saw someone do some like a 30-day challenge of being whimsy every day, and I was like, damn, I want to try that. That looks like so much fun. So here are my 10 things that I will be implementing in 2026 to be more whimsical. For starters, the first up, is believing in fairies again. And although I know fairies aren't real, they don't actually exist, I do think the concept of them are cute. And I think I'm a Christian still, so I believe that God sends angels on earth that like paint ladybugs and like paint the butterflies. And I think there's absolutely something so gorgeous about that. It's like a little passive hidden village that we don't know about. And I love that so much about it. I was like, yeah, I want to keep doing that. And I thought about like making little spaces for these fairy villages, Like have a lot of like garden and your garden have like a patch that specifically calls butterflies and your flowers. Or like little bird houses that you just paint in a cute way, you know? Or like if you see a little fairy or something, or like I have a fuck ton of freckles. And sometimes I'd say like, oh, it's the sun's kisses on me. Like it's very cute. Or like ladybug, like I think it's just so cute, and I definitely want to bring that back by implementing some more spaces into that and like creating these stories in my mind that kind of aid with this. Like, oh, um, there's probably a riot in the tree. That's why it fell over. Like, it's just so little thing, but it's very cute, and I definitely love it. I think I can't wait to see how far this goes. Then the second thing is handmade gifts. So this is actually very cool. Um, Handmade gifts has been kind of a big deal for me for the last 3-ish years. My friends and I like actually my love language is gift giving, and one of the things that I've spoken to my friends about, they've mentioned how just a memorable gift or a sentimental gift means a lot more to them than like a gift just of things. They would rather take a handwritten note or they're something that they really enjoy and love. And to me, this was really cool. I would, like I always thought like, oh, if the more gifts I get you, the more love it is. But to them, it's more sentimental. So I thought like also it's such a budget friendly way to do something and also a very creative way, which I definitely think part of being whimsical is definitely acing and capitalizing on your creativity. So for this, I have a friend's birthday is coming up right now, and I am making her a little trinket, like a little jewelry trinket that I'm painting as her favorite fruit. And I just thought that it's fun, playing with the clay, shaping it, forming it, and just like painting it all, and like it's the whole process just so cute and meaningful. Similar as like just handwritten notes or like bracelets of like repurposed buttons. I've seen some of those that are just so beautiful to me. Or like some beads, or like making someone a sweater. If you're crocheting, I know that's a big thing right now. You could totally do that, and it would take a lot. That has to be a very good friend to crochet them a sweater, but still, like that's really cool. And I definitely think, a little bit more whimsical, more on the whimsy side. It's kind of like a creation of your love for that person, and I think that is some of the most beautiful things out there. Third thing is driving with the windows down. Now, this is not applicable everywhere, okay? If it's pouring rain outside, please do not drive with your windows down. If you are in a city, please do not drive with your windows down. They might just like kind of grab your drink right across from you. But I do think that driving with your windows down, just like a little bit open, have the wind in your hair all blowing around. I have curly curls, like Um, what C3 or V3 type girls. It's chaos when these get messy. Trust me, I look like a fucking lion. It's horrible. Which is why I cut it short. It's like super easy to manage now. But anyway, it was so cool. Like I did this a couple of times. I was like, whoa, I feel so connected to the earth and the environment. And it's just like a cooler way to live and to breathe. And it's just more natural and you kind of feel young again. Um, we always drove on the back of the trucks when we were young, and it was just the best feeling ever. It was always so romantic, so like whimsy, romantic, not as in like a, like sexual romance kind of way, but more of like a, oh my gosh, life's a dream kind of way. So definitely that. And just like very nice and like hopeless romantic vibes, and you kind of just felt like you were living in your own little movie. And it is genuinely the best. 10 out of 10, recommend. It is so cool, so good. It is also more efficient for your car and it saves you some battery life and some I don't think it saves you petrol, but it saves you some battery life, which so it's more sustainable too, which great. We love that. Love a little win. 4 is spotting wildlife. And I was like, this is kind of an odd one, I'm not gonna lie. But those like, I don't know. This is everywhere I've grown up. Everywhere in someone's house, there is a book full of birds, insects, or just random things that you just kind of gotta go. Like it's like a dictionary of bird species, essentially. And I was like, damn, like something that's very cool is like if I go take one of these books and just go walk out, go sit in a public space and see how many birds I can spot and write them down, write something I notice about them, or write something that stands out, and maybe like a cute little sketch beside it. This is such a cool way for me to just spend my free time. I think this very much helps, like without doom scrolling as well. I love watching the birds. They're so cute to me. So I think that this is a great way to go, and just kind of like get out, explore a little bit. It helps you connect to nature, get you off your phone, and it's kind of just cute and fun, like seeing these little birds. And birds are weird, guys. They're so strange, which makes it even funnier. It's like watching your own little comedy show. But I think that this would be cute and good. And also, you would have a lot of random bird knowledge, which is very cool because then you can start conversations with that. Or you can just, I think it's very cute and very quirky when people have like random information about a certain topic that is they're so educated in. And I think I also saw someone the other day actually say that, oh, what flavor of autism did you get? And technically everyone's on the spectrum, but not like on the spectrum. Everyone's got their little zing, and I do feel like the bird's the one type of zing, but still, it's just you can find insects, you can find flowers, you can know a lot about flowers if you have that. You can do it with cards, you can do it with types of clothing, you can do it with shoes, you can do it with, I don't want to say sports, you can do it with trains. I feel like that's leaning more autistic, but but that's okay. You could just randomly know a lot about trains, and like no one's gonna judge you. We're gonna be a little bit concerned, but that's a good thing. If your friends are concerned about you, that's good. That's fine. Your friends are looking out. You can do it with rocks too. Rocks are cool. You can do it with building types like architecture. That's also very cool. That's very interesting. You can do it with art. You can do it with music. That's very cool. Just like going into like a record store, for example, and just seeing like, oh, this was this type of genre, or like that's that type of genre, and this is how they make that sound, or like that's how they make that sound. With like just finding something really random and very weird, not very weird, but like really random that you do have a subtle interest in, and then going off of that, finding that, and that's like your cute little hobby, your quirky little something that you have. The fifth one is going on adventures, mini adventures. So just randomly on a weekend, for example, after your 9 to 5, just being like, yeah, I'm gonna go hike this random trail, bring a couple of friends, and we're gonna go hike. This is our quest. We have to reach the end to save the queen or something, or like to save the bees or something. And just randomly start doing this. Or go camping. with some friends. Oh, you miss each other, go meet in a campsite and just have zero plan walking into this. Just do it at a safe campsite though. Ensure your own safety. But like no schedule, no list, and just make it up as you go. That is the best kind of trips. Or just kind of like randomly being like, oh, there's this really cool festival here, and I want to see what it's about. And then just go to this random festival. Have fun. Or just go to a new city that you don't know and see like, oh, how many like thrift stores can I find here? And do they have any cool things? Right? Just kind of get out of your comfort zone. This is something that's not probably going to be done on such a regular basis, but 10 out of 10, try it, you know? Or even just like going to a random, say, comedy club or a jazz club or something. Just be like, oh, I wonder what this is about. And then go find out, you know? Isn't that so sweet? Or just joining like a random cooking class or something. I think that's also very cool. 6 would be repurposed cans for seedlings. Now, I'm a plant mama. I've been my whole life. I absolutely adore plants. I have 4 sitting in my room right now. 5 with my bunch of flowers. They're not alive anymore. They're just kind of like snip snip in their bells. But I saw this on Pinterest as well, and I was like, damn, this is so cute. I forgot that I could use cans as like planter holders. And it's great. The water doesn't like drain out, so it's not a mess all over. And I feel like canned foods is a very normal and sustainable, not sustainable rather, but it's more like a obtainable food source. I love beans. I eat beans in practically almost every meal. So we have a lot of empty cans of beans that we use. And I was like, oh, I can, how cute would it be? Just like a little flower there. You know, how cute is that? But you have to make sure that it is safe. Just be sure not to hurt yourself. But I still think that it's cute. And I'm gonna put the picture up. You're gonna see it. But it's so cute. And I genuinely thought that that was really such a wholesome way to go about it. Practically anything that is sustainable, like the pickle jar, is even such a whimsical way to live, you know? Like, oh yeah, just my little stack of beans growing some beautiful flowers. I just feel like that's so wholesome, you know? Like you can have small beans, you can have big beans, and then like suddenly there's something funny and like ironic about growing a plant out of like a can of beans. I just feel like that's so funny to me. And a lot of these logos and things are a little bit more retro. And I prefer that. That's my like preferred aesthetic. A little bit more retro. So I definitely think that is a really great way to go about it. Number 7 is try to eat outside as much as possible. So when I mean this, I do mean like for once a day, one meal a day, I do try and eat outside. So if it's like lunch or something, take your lunch break and like walk to a nearby park and just sit there and eat your lunch real quick. Or just if it's dinner, sit on your porch or sit by the window and like open the window and just kind of enjoy that little moment, you know? Same thing with me. I do try and commute um quietly and outdoors. So I would not drive in a car, but I would drive a bicycle, you know, quietly as in I don't want noise. So like I won't drive my motorcycle and I won't drive my car, but I'll drive my bicycle, you know? It is more environment friendly and everything, but also it's just it gives you more space in your mind to be present in your environment, I feel. So because you can like still hear people talk and you can hear the birds chirp and you can hear the cars, I'm assuming because you're probably in a city. If your commute to work is like in a car, it's probably in a city. So um I definitely think that's also like a very cute way. And just trying walking to places or bicycling and just not being so absorbed in noise all the time and getting outside as much as possible and knowing your environment, being in your environment. Of course, this isn't always attainable. There are spaces where it's not safe and you have to be aware of that. But when you can, do it. It's great. Number 8 is very cringy, very quirky house clothes. So I don't know who still remembers this, but I particularly think of Garfield when I think of this. Like Garfield, that yellow cat. Oh, loved him. He his character was always on the most cringy clothing out there. And it was so wholesome to me, like seeing like a pair of underwear or like a bra, and then it's like with Garfield over it. It's like this. It's actually that's not very cute, but like it's cute, but not in like a oh pretty kind of way. It's just kind of weird. But I love that about it, you know? Or like, you know, that like super iconic one where it's like white underwear with red hearts on it, and it's just like the best for me. But having that as like sleepwear, or having like Hello Kitty pajamas, you know? Or you have a bed set that's like Cars themed, or like Finding Nemo, or something like that. Like just kind of cringy, kind of dorky, a little something just for you and your inner child. Something you loved growing up. I loved Tom and Jerry. Watching it as a child, I loved Tom and Jerry. It was always very cool to me. And I think, you know, like having a bed set of that, or having like a t-shirt that's like Tom and Jerry themed, but not like the basic modern graphic, like very embarrassingly Tom and Jerry themed. That is definitely like where I want to go with this. I feel like that's so cute, and I want to bring that back, you know? It's your home. You live there. No one else is gonna know unless you tell them. So, like, you can totally do this, and it would be just you and your secret and your cute little heart exploding of joy. I cannot wait. That's so cute. Number 9 would be little gadgets and notes for myself. So, I will tag the lady, or like show a picture of her account that recently made a dragon in a little bottle, and then she's gonna make a necklace of that. And I thought it was so freaking cute. Like, that's so adorable, you know? Also, I feel like we need to have these little things, like little charms or little notes or little things that only you know about, and then it's scattered all throughout your life. And every time you see it, it's like a little love note from yourself to yourself. So, like, just a little something that's just very cute. Like, keep a feather in your journal with no explanation. Just a very cute feather that you love. You keep that feather, and it's yours to love forever. Or having like a bandana that you always have somewhere on you during the day, and just kind of like it doesn't have to be on the head, of course, but you know, it's just yours. It's like a very miniature form of your water bottle that you connect with all the time, you know? Everyone gets emotionally attached to the water bottle. You get emotionally attached to this, and it's just like a little from yourself to yourself, you know? So you can do this on like clothing. If you have a hole, you can just stitch it with a flower. You can stitch it with a little heart. You can stitch it with a smiley face, or you can put a button over it, just because you can. And it's kind of cute, you know, like a little something. Number 10, and the last one. This kind of ties in with the first one I mentioned, and it would be spending more time helping out anonymously, kind of linking to how feeling like a fairy would be, like a fairy godmother to someone. And this is very cool. I definitely have a desire to help out a lot more in my community and nature this year. So I definitely think it would be very cute if you like make a bunch of like cute gift packets and you take it to the old people home, like the nursing homes, you know, and just kind of like if it's someone's birthday, you ask them like, hey, whose birthday is it? And you like send them a little something. I think that's so wholesome. Or like for Valentine's Day, get something cute for the orphans and for the old people home. Just make someone's day, you know? Something sweet, something kind. You don't have to show your face. You don't have to get involved, and you can keep it completely anonymous, but definitely having a little something that you can just kind of like help out, you know, and just know like, ah, someone had a fairy today, and you were that fairy. I think that is the most wholesome thing ever. So 10 out of 10 would definitely be doing that this year, and I can't wait to see how I can get into it in like every way, different ways. You can do it with your friends, you can do it with your family. You know, like one of your aunts that you don't talk to as much, you can like randomly send her flowers one day, or like your parents, and you could just come home one random night if they still live close, and you could just bring them dinner. I feel like that's so sweet, you know? Or if your brother's there and just kind of like, men love food, so you can definitely bring him dinner and he would be very happy to see you. But yeah, just like something sweet and wholesome. Your friends, you can do it with them as well. Just something unexpected and wholesome. So those are my 10 things that I'm going to try and do in 2026 to stay whimsical and to increase my whimsicalness for a more happier and fulfilled life. Let me know what you guys think. Add your 2 cents to the pickle jar down in the comments below and let me know. Bye!